Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'll be cash offing my second paycheck for the month of December, and I'll be cash offing total of 12,000 pesos. So let's see if I have the exact amount here. So we have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 500, 4,000, 500, 5,000, 500, 6,000, 500, 7,000, 500, 700, 900, 8,000. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 9,000. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 10,000. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 11,000. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 50, 950, 12,000. So we do have the exact amount here. So without further ado, let's start with the cash stuffing. So let me put this aside first, and we'll cash stuff my bills binder first. I now have my bills binder here, so let's start with the cash stuffing. So for food, I'll be putting total of 500 pesos. Next is rice, which I'll be putting 500 as well. So it now have 1 plus 500, 1,000. Next is for water, which I'll be putting total of 200 pesos. So we now have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 for our water bill. Next is electricity, which I'll be putting 1,000 pesos. So we now have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 for our electric bill. Next is internet, and I'll be putting total of 900 pesos in here. So we have 500. Let me just get 400 in here. 1, 3, 4. Oops. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And oops. Let me just fix that. 400. See how much we have for our internet bills. We have 5,000, 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. So we now have 1,800 for our internet. Next is insurance, which I'll be putting 1,500. So let's see how much we have for insurance. So we now have 1,000, 2,500, 3,000 for insurance. Next is for gas, which I'll be putting total of 300 pesos. So we have 300 here. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. So we now have 700 pesos for our gas. Next is for fare, which I'll be putting 500 pesos. So we now have 500 to 1,000 for fare. Next is pocket money, which I'll be putting 500 as well. So we now have 500, 600, 700 for pocket money. My boyfriend's personal expenses will be skipped for now. Subscription will get 200 pesos. So we now have 200, 300, 400 for my subscription. Credit card will be skipped. Next is 1 month ahead, and I'll be putting 250 pesos in here. So let me just get 50 and let's arrange this. Let's see how much we have for our 1 month ahead. So we have 1,000, 2,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 50, 750, 850, 900. So we now have 2,900 for our 1 month ahead, and that's it for our bills binder. We'll now move on towards my savings binder. So let me just get that. So I now have my savings binder here. So for savings, I'll be putting total of 200 pesos. So we now have 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. So we now have 8,600 towards our savings. Next is for my Pag-ibig MP2. Now for Pag-ibig MP2, I'll also be putting 200 pesos. So we now have 10,000, 11,000, 12,000. 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 13,000, 100, 200, 300, 400. So we now have 13,400 for my Pag-ibig MP2. Next is for emergency fund, which I'll also be putting 200 pesos. So we now have 1,000, 2,000, 500, 700, 800, 900, 3,000. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So we now have 3,500 for emergency fund. Next is for calamity fund, which I'll also be putting 200 pesos. So we now have 1,000, 2,000, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 3,000. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So 3,500 for calamity fund as well. Next is retirement fund, which I'll be putting 200. We now have 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. 1,600 for retirement fund. Next is for investment, which I'll be putting 100 pesos. So we now have 1,000, 100, 200 for investment. For my boyfriend's business, this will be skipped. 52-week challenge will get 1,450. So let's see how much we have for 52-week challenge. We have 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 500, 17,500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 18,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 50. So we now have 18,450 for our 52-week challenge. Next is for my 50 pesos challenge, which I'll be putting 100 pesos. We have 250s in here. So we now have 100, 200, 300, 50, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 50. So we now have 1,650 for my 50 pesos challenge. And lastly, for my savings category, we have 100 envelope challenge. So let me just get one and let's put in 100 pesos in here. Okay, and we are pretty much done with my savings category. So we'll now move on towards my sinking fund. So let me just get my sinking fund finder so we can cash off that one. Okay, so I now have my sinking funds binder here. So first we'll be cash offing my Christmas expenses. So I'll be putting 500 in here. So we now have 500, 1,000, 2,200, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 2,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 3,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So we now have 3,500 towards our Christmas expenses. Next is for New Year's expenses. So I'll also be putting total of 500 in here. So we now have 1,500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 2,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 3,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So we also have 3,500 for our new year. For tuition fee, this one will be skipped. Fun will get 200 pesos. So we now have 100, 200, 300 for fun. For health, I'll be putting total of 200 pesos in here. We have 200 for health. Home renovation will be skipped. Home improvement will get 200 pesos. Grocery will get 500 pesos. So we now have 500, 600, 700, 800, 950, 1,000. So we now have 1,000 pesos for grocery. This category is gifts, and I'll be putting 300 pesos in here. So we now have 100, 200, 300, 400 for gifts. For my boyfriend's gift sinking funds, this one will be skipped. Date night will get 200 pesos. So we now have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 for date night. Vacation will be skipped. Beauty will get 100 pesos. Clothes will get 100, and let's see, so we now have 150, 200 for clothes category. Lastly is for miscellaneous, and I'll be putting 100 pesos in here. So we now have 1,050 for miscellaneous, and we are pretty much done with our cash stuffing. So if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell so you'll get notified whenever I release new YouTube videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye!